到底下，咱来这一个，来。人当中间还要一串，你点到一串。这就葡萄要干嘛？你知道吗？要做葡萄酒。
Campaign. He was also Commissioner of Commerce and created the Grown in New York campaign to promote New York State agriculture. He lives in the White House right over there. He is a Cornell graduate. He majored in agronomy and growing things and so on and so forth. Also has money. But in the 70s, he decided to see if we could, in the Hudson Valley, Okay? Can you all hear me? Yeah. All right, good. This is one of our barrel rooms. Our wines are fermented, some in oak, some in French oak, and if you get a look around, some of these barrels have on it Sauvignon oak. Those are French oak barrels. Some of the barrels have Canton on them. Those are American oak barrels. The insides of the barrels have all been scorched. And what that does is it creates something called toast. And that toasting is what imparts certain flavors on different wines. So, for example, today, those of you who will be doing the tasting with me, you will have our proprietor special reserve Chardonnay. That is done 20% in American oak. It is done 80% in French oak. French oak, for whatever reason, it's a different kind of tree, I guess, imparts a really close enough. Okay, this is our cold fermentation room. A number of things take place in this room. First off, as I mentioned, some of our wines are fermented totally in steel. So they would be fermented in these large steel drums in here. Today, if you are doing our reserve tasting, you will be having something that's called an unoaked Chardonnay that is totally fermented in steel. Does not have any oak taste to it. Another thing that happens in here is our wines, not all, most of our wines have beautiful purple grapes. Great bouquet to it. It's just wonderful. And I didn't make white wine out of it. But if you want to make white wine, you start with any grape at all, and you macerate it, mash it all up, and you separate the juice from the skins, from the seeds, and the pips. That's a little part at the top of the grape. You separate all that stuff out, and all you're left with is the juice. Not a yellow color, but that is what you use. That's what you ferment to make white wine. It's just the juice, and then you will get a white wine. So you can have a white Burgundy, a white Vintage. So when this was a dairy farm, this building would be filled. In front of you, there are collections of tasting notes if you'd like. There are also pens for you. We are going to open up the trifold. That'll be the first one on the left-hand side. We're going to start with something called our Hunt Country Light. If you can't all fit at the bar, you can space yourselves out at different tables, and we'll even come around to you. So whatever is most comfortable for you, please take advantage of. You'll give us just a second to get caught up. We'll be around and start off with our first tasting. No, it's him.
I should have magic pen. Magic pen.
看人家那种翻译，一個咁嘅嘢嘅，你唔能夠你就住住嚟邊。